Hey there, how you doing? Wayne here. So I'm over this way today. I'm gonna I've done something. No, I'm not really. I haven't done nothing to my neck or anything. I just want to talk to you today. Don't know whether it's come across, but sometimes in the past I've worn glasses. I mean, I wear dark glasses today because obviously the sun's coming. But you know, like glasses for reading, and those, I think they're called varifocals, and it's where you have to. I've got part for the screen, so a bit of it goes to the screen, and another bit when you drop down to your eyes, and it's really interesting because I've been trying to research it, find out. But it feels like sometimes I have like vertigo. It feels like the room is just like ooh moving. But yeah, I don't really understand it. So if anyone's got any tips out there about that, please feel free to let me know. Just put a comment on there and I can get back to you. But that would be really good for me because I don't like that sensation of, you know, feeling like that. Anyway, let's talk about something today. Okay, you've probably heard of the book Think and Grow Rich. I don't know whether you've read it, but it's got some amazing insights in there. And one particular one, it always reminds me of a story that I remember when I was when I first I left school, gone through school, come out of school. I don't know, it's probably my second or third or fourth car, I can't remember now. But I had this desire and I really wanted it so badly, and all I could picture is this Ford Mustang. It had to be a Ford Mustang. I love Ford Mustangs. I'm also Corvette mad. And it had to be either a Ford Mustang or a Corvette. And in the end, I settled for a Corvette. And I was like, how can I obtain this Corvette? I've got to get it. There's got to be a way of getting this Corvette. So we started to look. Me and my pal, we used to love you know, finding these little things to, you know, tinker around with. I'm not a mechanic, but I've done quite a lot of stuff with cars through my friend, who's very good and taught me a lot. But I remember we actually discovered this car, and you're not going to believe this, but we discovered this car in Germany, right? And we just decided that's it. We're gonna book a flight, and we're going to Germany. So we went to first of all we had to not get the flight. We had to book a flight first of all, and then when we got there, we had to hire a car. We got there, we hired this car. Then we started driving around Germany, and we was on this mission. This mission was like, we're going to find this car and we're going to bring this car back with us. Anyway, it was. I remember it was in the middle of I think it was Munich or somewhere near there, and we've been to all these other car places, and we just couldn't get what I wanted. And then all of a sudden, it just hit me. This blue, beautiful, aqua blue. It was superb. This car was stunning. And it was a 6-speed manual. It had all black leather. It was 2-speed, and this thing was a missile. I mean, at the time, there was the only thing I think that was quicker than it as a Corvette was the ZR1, which was the big LS1 motor, I think it was, or LS6. I can't remember now. But that was the only thing that was probably the quicker car. And this thing, we brought it home on the German autobahns. I can remember it, and let's just say we broke every speed limit. Well, there isn't a speed limit in Germany, but if we'd have been in the UK, we'd have probably doubled the speed limit on a number of occasions. It was so infuriating. It wasn't infuriating, it was so enthralling. It was just one buzz. It was massive excitement. It was like, you know, put the pedal to the metal and your head would be back in the seat. I mean, it was such an amazing, amazing trip. And you think I'm driving from Germany into France, and then we get on to Calais, and then from Calais over back into the UK, and then we've got the car in the UK. It was amazing, and it all came from me having this a mental desire to get it. I had to find it. There was a way I was going to get it. It didn't matter what it was going to do. I was going to get that, and I think that's really important for you to understand, because there's also, you know, when you read that book, there's going back to Think and Grow Rich, there's a one particular part in there, and it's really true, is that if you want enough things in life, you've got to be prepared to burn your bridges. Burn your boats. They say burn your boats. And it's a story of a guy who is taking his army to basically war, and they're outnumbered. I think it was 1,000 to 200 or something. and it was a case of when they got there, the I don't know what they call them, commander, gave the order to burn the boats, which meant that once they burnt these boats, they had no other alternative. There was no option. The only option was to survive or die. And as it turned out, fortunately for them, their desire was enough for them to survive. And I think that's what you've really got to understand sometimes, is that even though it's not as where you want to be, maybe your life's not great at the moment, maybe your business is not great, maybe your family is not, it doesn't matter where you are right now, it's where you finish. And I think if you can get that desire, if you can find something that gives you that burning desire, that you want to make this work, you want to succeed, it's something like, I can't explain how you get that feeling, because I've lost that feeling myself in the past and found it so difficult to get back. And then all of a sudden you'll be thinking about something and it will just flick a switch. And once it flicks that switch, it's like something that can't be turned off. It's just an amazing transformation that comes from the, I don't know, chemicals in your brain, and it just pushes through, and it just pushes you and pushes you and pushes you. And I can always remember whenever I try and summon up something like that, where I need to really get that energy to move me forward, which is what I've had to do since I, came back and was in a really bad place. I couldn't do it straight away because I didn't have any desire. The only desire I had was, well, I'm not going to talk about the only desire I had because that's quite a wrong thing to say. But yeah, I didn't have much in the way of desire. So all I'm saying is, I think if you can learn lessons from things like that, it might really help moving forward, whether it's in a business, personal, doesn't really matter. But yeah, the desire part of it, if you can find something, and I can't tell you what it is, you have to find your own. But once you find that, it's going to drive you and make you so powerful that you'll become unstoppable. Anyway, listen, you take care. I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.